Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will learn how to use JavaScript to create a simple to-do list app. This project will not only help you learn more about JavaScript and DOM manipulation, but it will also allow you to practice your skills and advance to the next level. So, without further ado, let's get started on our fantastic app. For this video, we are just focusing on JavaScript, so I won't explain HTML and CSS of this project. Just go through it by pausing the video, and after that, we will start with our main JS.
Like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense.
Now, let's get control over our elements, and to do so, we are going to say const add form equals document dot query selector open bracket inside quotes hashtag add form close the bracket. Similarly, we will declare constants for other elements too. Let's declare some constants first to select our elements such as add form, incomplete tasks, completed tasks, and clear button. The values of DOM elements chosen using the document are allocated to these constants. Query selector, the element with the ID add form is assigned to add form, the element with the ID incomplete tasks to completed tasks, and the element with the ID clear button to clear button. To make our submit form work, let's add an event listener. Let's say add form to add event listener, submit, and create an arrow function that takes an object, which we'll name event for now. Within this function, we'll include a prevent default function that prevents the form from being submitted until the user has input all of the required information. Now let's get task input. Say const task input equals document dot query selector task input. Const task equals task input dot value. If the task here is empty, it will return, which means it will stop running. Now let's create an element, add task to incomplete tasks, and clear task input. Here, if task is not an empty, the create task element function is called with task as an argument, and the return value is assigned to the task element constant. The task element is then appended to the incomplete tasks element using append child. Finally, the value of task input is set to an empty string to clear the input field. Now, we're going to make our buttons work and create the checkbox, edit, and delete buttons, which we haven't created using HTML, and we will add our items into incomplete and completed tasks. Now, let's create a function to create a task element. And here we'll pass the task. And here inside this function, let's create element const li equals document dot create element li. Let's console log out and return li. And if we check out here in the browser and add any task item, we can see our list items are getting created. Let's now make our other items, such as checkboxes and buttons. Let's say checkbox equals document. Within this, we'll put input as an element and set type to checkbox. Now, add an event listener to this checkbox, and specify that when it is clicked, the task will be completed or finished. Look at this, we have our checkbox element, but it is hidden. Let's continue by creating our other pieces, and then making them visible on screen. Let's say label.construct element with label inner text equals task. Const input. Create element input, and set the type to text. Then const edit button equals document dot create element button, and set inner text to edit. Similarly, we'll create delete button. To make these buttons more usable, let's call them edit button.eventListener, arrow function, and edit task with edit button. We'll do the same with the delete button. Now let's have a look at this. Nothing is visible at time, because we need to append those items. Let's return to our code, and over here, let's say li.append child, checkbox. Now if you check this in your browser, we can see our checkbox is clearly visible. Let's copy this code and apply it to all of the other elements we've created. Check it out in the browser to see what we have. When we clicked Edit, we received a checkbox, input from Add Task, an input box for editing the task, and a delete button. Now we have to make them work, which we will achieve next. Create a function named editTask for editing tasks, and inside the function, let's say li equals button.parentNode. Const input equals li query selector, input. Const label equals li query selector, label. Const contain class equals li class list.contain class, edit mode. And here, if contain class, then label inner text is set to the input value. Else, set the input value to label inner text. And over here we'll say li.classList.toggle, edit mode, which will activate the edit mode and allow us to edit the task. Check this in browser. Now we will make our delete function workable. Actually, it's quite easy. Let's create a delete task function, and inside it say const li equals button.parentNode, and const ul equals li.parentNode. And now, here inside the ul element, we will remove any child or list item, li, and that's it. Check it out, we've got our delete button working as well. Let's finish by making our clear button work. It's the simplest thing to do. Simply set out the incomplete task and complete the task's inner HTML to empty, and that's it. And now if we click on this button, everything will get erased. Now let's work on our complete task section. Here, let's create a complete task function. And inside this, const li equals checkbox.parentNode. and const ul equals li.parent node. Now, if the checkbox is selected, ul.remove child inside the complete task list item, and complete task.append child, li. And let's disable the input box and edit button when it's in the completed task section, and change the color too. Else, remove the child from the UL. To move the task from incomplete to completed, add an append child to it. Set this li input to false. And set the style color of the button to li black. That's it, we're finished with our code over here. Let's run it through the browser. It shows an error. Let's check what the problem is over here. By mistake, we gave the same name to two different functions, so let's change it. And check this out. Our to-do app is finally complete. This is only the beginning of a lengthy journey in the world of coding. If you like this video, then please like and share, and if you are new, please do not forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you.